Hello, Pastor Julian here, and thanks so much for clicking on this video and watching this today. We are in what I call a July series. I'm following the path of our church. We're doing a series in July called Ready or Not. And basically what that means is that time doesn't wait on you. Life does not always wait on you. Ready or not, it's time to get working. It's time to get moving. It's time to be about our Father's business. And so today we're going to start the series off. If you've read the name of this video, you would see it says move or miss it. Move or miss it. That's a word for you. Move or miss it in this series, Ready or Not. I'm going to be reading from a little bit from Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 3. Hop around a little bit here. It says, "Now the Lord had said to Abram, get out of your country, from your family, and from your father's house, to a land that I will show you. I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing." All right. This is one thing I want to tell you starting off here. You're not stuck. You're stalling. You're not stuck. You're stalling. You're not waiting on God. God is waiting on you to move. And it's not just about a physical movement. He's waiting on you to move in your faith. All right. We love to shout about blessings. We love to dance over prophecies. But the truth is, blessings do have a GPS. They have a location. They're already en route. But if you don't move, you might miss the drop off. Genesis 12 doesn't open up with celebration. It opens up with disruption. It says God tells Abram at this time before his name turned to Abraham, God tells Abram to leave. One word, leave. Leave what you know. Leave who you've depended on. Leave the version of yourself that fits into the last season of your life. Because if you don't move, you will miss what's next. God didn't give Abram a full itinerary of everything, of how everything was going to transpire or how it was going to go. He gave him an instruction. No map, no calendar, just one word, leave. One word, go. And here's where many people get stuck. You want God to explain all the details. You want to know what's next before you obey what he said and what he spoke now. But it doesn't always happen that way. When he says move, you got to move. When he says go, you have to go. That's what we call walking by faith and not by sight. If we have all the details, we're not walking in faith. If we know how everything is going to come out to be, we know the full outcome of every detail of every day. That's not faith. We're not walking in faith. So obedience always moves before the blessing manifests. Obedience moves before the blessing manifests. If you wait until it makes sense, you might miss it. If you wait until everyone approves of it, you're definitely going to miss it. If you wait until you feel fully ready for the next, you might miss it. Faith doesn't follow clarity. Faith follows calling. It won't always be clear. Sometimes it may be unclear. But again, faith moves with the call. God said, go to a land I will show you. That means revelation doesn't come in advance. It comes en route. It comes as you go. As you go, things get clearer. As you go en route and move forward, things may get clearer. But it doesn't always start off that way. Genesis 12 is the moment everything shifts for Abram. But none of the promises activates until he moves. God says, I will make you a great nation. God says, I will bless you. God says, I will make your name great. God says, I will, and you will be a blessing. All of that after he moves. All of that after he obeys. All of that after he moves forward. You can't claim Abraham's blessing with Lot's loyalty or your friend's loyalty. You can't step into destiny while you're clinging on to dysfunction. If you know about Lot, Lot went over to Sodom and Gomorrah in a whole lot of dysfunction. God did not perform the blessing that he wanted to perform in Abram's life or Abraham's life until he was completely away from his family, until Lot left. Some of us are loyal to locations God has already left. We're trying to be fruitful in the fields that are no longer fertile. We're trying to sustain where God was only using a launch pad. The word ain't about movement for movement's sake. It's about alignment. Because where you obey matters just as much as what you obey. I'm going to say that again. Where you obey matters just as much as what you obey. Now I'll speak to some gifted folks. I want to talk to some gifted folks here. It's not that you're not anointed. To you gifted people, it's not that you're not anointed. It's that you may be operating in the wrong zip code. The wrong physical zip code, the wrong spiritual zip code, the wrong emotional zip code, or the wrong relational zip code. You're praying for the next, but God is trying to get you to leave what's now. Your blessing may not be where you are. And I'm talking about where you are physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it. It may not be where you are. There's some things that have to change in you as well. You want new doors to open, but you haven't even left the last room. You haven't left the last relationship. You haven't left the last hurt. You haven't left the last pain. You haven't left the last comment somebody said about you. You haven't left those things. You're waiting on confirmation, but God is waiting on completion of the last instruction that he gave. You want the blessing to find you where you are, but it's already been delivered to your next season, to your next zip code, to your next location. That's where the blessing is. This ain't about relocation, just relocation. It's also about release. There's a version of you that God is trying to bless, but he can't find you because you won't let the old go. You won't let the old you go. Let me speak this into your life. You're not waiting on provision because God has provision in his hands. He's control of your provision. You're not waiting on provision. You're waiting on your position. Move or miss it. You keep praying, Lord, bless me. But God is saying, I already did. Now move to where I sent you. This week, do what Abram did. Pack your faith, cancel the excuses, and walk toward the unknown with a known God. Because the promise isn't delayed, it's dislocated or relocated or reallocated to another place. Get in position, go where the oil is flowing. Don't let fear make you miss what faith was already meant to unlock. This is your move season. Ready or not, this is your move season. Move or miss it. All right. Well, I hope this video has blessed you. Hope this word has blessed you. If so, please like, please share, please comment on the video. Let me know what move you're trying to make in your life. All right. And be blessed with this word. Until the next time, you be empowered. God bless.